priorities for the city of Greensboro should be on economic development and jobs and public safety. With regard to economic development, it's focusing on using Greensboro's unique assets to propel our community forward. One such asset is North Carolina A&T, the country's largest historically black college and university with an engineering school. We should do as other communities with wonderful engineering schools have done, whether it be Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or elsewhere, and create an innovation district and corridor, stretching and anchored by North Carolina A&T, going through downtown, including the Nussbaum Center. Not only attracting large and other employers from elsewhere, because of those wonderful minds at A&T and all the wonderful education that happens there, but also growing small business from within, providing them the support so that they can be successful and help our community grow along with them. On public safety, we have to do two things: prevention and intervention. Prevention, we have to tackle the root causes of crime, doing things like having a youth jobs guarantee for young persons in areas of the city where they're statistically more likely to be involved in crime, getting them off the streets during the summer, helping them get job skills so that they have generational opportunity at good jobs and pulling their families out of poverty. But we also must intervene because, quite frankly, we don't have enough officers where they're needed and when they're needed. So we have to do things like I led the city council in doing this past spring, increasing the compensation for Greensboro police officers and expanding the police budget so that those officers who are there right now can work the overtime necessary to ensure safety for all of us. But whether it's jobs or public safety, it requires effective mayoral leadership. It's the mayor that sets the agenda and determines what really gets done in our community from a city council perspective. And it's the mayor and the mayor alone that has that really outsized bully pulpit. But with effective mayoral leadership and all the wonderful assets in our community, wonderful city staff, North Carolina A&T, some of the best colleges and universities, we can fulfill our potential and achieve our dream. There are a number of ways in which we'll pay for increases in police officer compensation. Budgets reflect priorities. A priority of the city of Greensboro should be innovation in education and also public safety, including the police. The budget needs to be reworked so that it starts with, we're going to have the resources necessary for those things, and things that are lesser priorities don't get funded as much as they otherwise would be. So we prioritize public safety, economic development, and jobs. The city also has been the beneficiary of receiving approximately $60 million from the federal government outside of the city's normal operating budget. That likewise should reflect priorities, whether it be public safety or enhancing our transportation system, which we need to make sure that Greensboro citizens can make it out to regional job opportunities. Those are all things we can do within our existing budget, plus approximately $60 million we've received from the federal government. But it takes leadership to focus and prioritize, it takes leadership to have vision, and it takes leadership to execute.